unreal. I used to hate that shit. Like, we walked in the gym and we played at the same time as y'all. I used to be like, yo, ain't no scouts coming over here, bro. Like, all them niggas about to go over there. You feel me?
We had a squad, man. It's me, Johnny, JY, Barney, man. You know what I mean? Rue Bottom, Sam Young. A lot of people forget Sam Young was playing with us too. You know what I mean? We had a squad. We had a good squad. No, it's no. I saw that post earlier, and it's good though. I think it's one of the things where, you know, when we start reminiscing, everybody just want to you know, kind of compare and contrast with this last dance going on. People doing that, and it's no basketball right now. The COVID is going on, so people ain't, you know, we can't get no basketball, so it's natural for people to kind of reflect. But it's all love for me. When I see things like that, I just think it's good, you know, that all teams have done something to put themselves on the map, and a lot of those guys on that team are still playing too. So, you know what I mean? It's all love. You know, it's preference, you know. It's preference, I think. I think our team is good too, though. You know what I mean? I appreciate that.
And bro, we like to really talk about, you know, when we ask questions, we ask them in a timeline format. And right now is a big time for us because, you know, we heavily involved in AAU and so on and so forth. We got a lot of our players transitioning into high school. So what I want to know from you, what was your process? Because we all know you went to McDonough. What was your process transitioning from the 8th grade into the 9th grade?
Man, it was hard, man. It was a challenge because, you know, when you playing AAU, you practice probably a few times a week, you know what I mean, 2 or 3 times a week. And you got your travel and you got things like that. But when you get into high school, when I went into high school, we practiced every day. And that was after classes. And then McDonough's workload was crazy. You know what I mean? It's like, it was prep school. So that curriculum was challenging, man. So it was a challenge for me to just practice every day for 2 to 3 hours a day, you know, change my body and then still stay locked in mentally to, you know, perform in the classroom. So it was hard. I just had I had a lot of support as far as my trainers go. I don't know if you guys follow. I know you guys follow some of my Instagram stuff. Kyle Jacoby, he's a trainer in Baltimore. I've trained with him since I was in high school. So he was pivotal for me back at those times. It's like changing my body and just, you know, preparing myself to be ready to play, you know, varsity as a freshman out there in McDonough.
Yeah, so what made you want to go to McDonough? Like, what did you not want to go to a city or county school? Like, that's a tough choice.
It's funny. That's a great question, bro. That's a great question because me and Johnny was one of my closest friends when we good now, but I don't see him as much as I used to. But we was gonna go to St. Francis. That was the school that I was considering. That was my top school. But then when I took my visit out to McDonough, I was like, man, it was a completely different world. It was shit that I never seen, things that I never seen before. So I was like, okay. You know, I knew in order for me to get to this point in my life and, you know, kind of change my trajectory, I had to be in spaces that none of the.
Hold up, yo, you going in and out.
Ah, shit. Can you hear me?
Oh, you good now.
Yeah.
None of the schools was like, as far as McDonough, I knew that was the school that was going to challenge me the most as far as, you know, getting me out of my comfort zone. It was going to make me kind of have to grow in ways that I wasn't used to, that I never seen before. I knew everything about the city. You know, that's another thing people don't understand. Like, I'm from West Baltimore. I'm from Shake and Bake. Like, I grew up on Pennsylvania Avenue. That's where I was raised. You know what I'm saying? So me understanding that doing something different, it was going to change my life. That's what me going to McDonough was.
Tough.
I'm so glad you said that.
My son going through the same process. That's why I asked this question to a lot of the
I knew
pros
why
that
you
come
asked,
on.
bro. I knew why you asked. That's why I said I'm so glad that he explained it that way, bro. Because
it's
I
important,
see what
man.
I be saying, Scrap. Like, yo, I try to how I want to say, honestly, Summers. I'm glad you say that because, like, bro, it's different now. It's just totally different now than what it was when we was coming up. And like his son is an awesome player. Like, yo, he could play with us. You get what I'm saying? Like the way he carry himself and all of that. Like he could play with us. If you wanted to be demeanor wise, honestly, he will remind you of Barney.
Okay.
Quiet, stay out the way.
I'm rapping with him.
Yeah, quiet, stay out the way, but it'll fuck you up. You know what I mean? Type thing. And right now, like, I just be trying to get all the kids, not even just him, but get all of them to understand, like, yo, this decision is so pivotal. And what happens with your future? You cannot go everywhere and expect everybody to treat you the same or give you the same type of effort. Like you saying, you had a coach that believed in you. You know what I mean? Having somebody believe in you, I know that's like, how did that adapt to the type of confidence you had as far as which, like, all right, bet. I know if I go here, I could be a pivotal force. But having somebody like really believing in you and saying, no, you better than them dudes. You know what I mean? What did that do for
It's
you
everything.
mentally?
It's everything. It's everything. You know what I mean? Like for me, like the belief, the first person that really gave me that fire to make me play like a dog and just be like, you know, just focus on the game and always be hungry was Duty. You know what I'm saying? Cecil Kirk again, you know, Anthony Lewis, you know what I mean? I know everybody know him at the crib, be a legend. You feel me? Like you had Rudy, you know, the Reggie Lewis's, you know, Paris Carter's, like Josh Boone's, you know, Chester Frazier's, all these guys, man. He was the first person to show me that, like, not to be apologetic about busting somebody's ass, and like it's always business, it's never personal. And that was one of the slogans of Cecil, and he made me believe that it was real, that I could be somebody that was at like a top dog in the nation. You know what I'm saying? So finishing my high school year, I was like top 25 in the country, and that was because of Squirrel. You know what I'm saying? But it started freshman year beyond. So somebody believing in you, everything. You know what I'm saying? You know, from where we from, our city, man, sometimes, you know, you're going to get a lot of haters, man. You're going to get a lot of haters. And even with that, you still got to have that fortitude to push through because, you know what I mean, you got to believe in yourself first. You know what I'm saying? But having that support, it definitely changes a lot. Changes a lot.
Well, going in on your high school career, because I don't want to stay there too long, but I just want to point out some of the obvious. You feel me? Bro, you, I think, I don't know. I don't want to be throwing shit out there wrong, but I think you're the only dude that went back-to-back player of the year in the county.
I think so. And like you said, I don't want to throw shit out there neither, but I did get it. I got it twice back-to-back, and I don't know who else did that. You know what I'm saying? Melo,
there's nobody else I know.
Yeah, Melo went to DC. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Rudy got it twice. I think Will Thomas got it from him one of them years.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I think it was you.
Man, respect. Hey, respect. That's a tough thing to do because people don't know how thick the competition is here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I went to the 06. We was hot that you got it over Johnny. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, yo, so,
I'm not gonna lie. We was hot, y'all. We was hot. But we said it's because of we said it was Catholic League bias. That's what we said. You feel me? We only riding for. But I get it. Y'all play tougher comp. You feel me? Like
I can't speak to that. But what I will say is like I did get the 06 Gatorade player at Maryland though.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
That might have had something to do with it as far as them like in the league giving it to me for the senior year. You know what I'm saying? Because Johnny definitely was cooking. And I know, Alvin, you might not want to hear it, but he definitely gave y'all that business
cooking, bro. I own up to everything. The motherfucker, like, yo, you know me?
He did.
Motherfucker was cooking,
CJ kept calling me. CJ like, man, this nigga Johnny going crazy. I'm like,
yo, bro. The toughest thing, and like I tell dudes, the toughest thing about it for me, CJ can contest. They wouldn't let me guard him. They be like, yo, y'all cool, you gonna foul out. And I was like, I am going to foul. Yo, I'm keeping it up. I used to literally sit there and be like, you ain't right, but I want to guard this nigga. But I'm a foul out guard him, bro.
You a dog, though. You got that killing. You always had that look in your eye. You always ready to hoop. You know what I'm saying? Me and CJ used to talk about that. He used to love you on word. You know what I'm saying? Just the way y'all played. And I was a fan of y'all games and shit too. Like it was, you know, I'm a fan of basketball, man. You know, I love the game, so I'm always watching people's games and just observing. But yeah, y'all, it was thick, like we saying. Even the city league, Rodney Sproul and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas forget about Big Rodney, bro. Like
I keep it all in my head, man. And it's like you gotta have that motivation. You know, you gotta always remember why you doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I always want to represent for our city, even though we sometimes we fight amongst each other, but like when we go out here, man, people know who we are. We on the map. And we got a lot of pros from the city, man. It's just from the city, from the state, from our area, our region, you know, Baltimore City County area, the Catholic League, AA, all that. You know what I mean? We got a lot of talent, man, and it's important to know who kind of paid the way for these young dudes now, for them to understand.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to just read something, and this is crazy. So from your junior to senior year, bro, you went from averaging 20. You won player of the year, junior year, you averaged 20. 20, kind of same rebounds, all of that. But your senior year, you went from 20 to 29. And my biggest question was, what changed in between them years? Because you don't know, you had other good players that went to school with you too. But like, what changed in between your junior year to your senior year? And then like, how was that with that mindset like of being the guy going to a school like Georgetown, bro, where everybody think they the guy. You know what I mean? Like everybody was the guy on their high school team.
Yeah. For me, man, I was just thinking like, all right, how do I separate myself? You know what I'm saying? Like I told you guys, like Kyle Jacoby was an important piece to my high school journey. But that year, from after my junior year, when I felt myself on the circuit, I was climbing the ladder. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember Rivals.com, where everybody used to go to their rankings, right? So I'm checking the rankings, and there was a lot of names that was in front of me that I felt the way about. You know what I'm saying? I had a chip on my shoulder about it, and I was like, I need to separate myself in any possible way. So I knew, like, let me get to the free throw line a little bit more. You know, let me use my size a little bit more, because I remember coming up, people used to try to give me a hard time about that because of my jump. I can shoot the ball, but they be like, oh, you know, D don't attack and he's not aggressive enough. So that year I was like, I'm about to shut all this shit up and make sure that niggas know, like, that I'm dominant. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it was like from there to Georgetown, like, honestly, like, that's you know, hindsight's 2020. When I got to Georgetown, we went to the Final Four my freshman year, and I was starting on the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was prepared to leave school, but I just, you know, I was a little hesitant, but like, all that was in my mind, like next level. And I had Rudy in my mind, you know, I had Melo in my mind. And I'm seeing how they climbing the ladder. So I was like, I gotta kind of do something to, you know, to show that like I'm of this cloth from our town, because, you know, those guys are, you know, they're legends.
Bro,
So
I thought y'all was gonna win it that year, bro. I swear, man.
I was sick, man. I had a bad game in the
Final
sick. Four. Yeah. me and Jeff both had a bad game. Roy showed out. He played well against Greg Oden. He had like 19, but Jeff had probably like 10, and I had probably like 6. Like we didn't have a good game. I think we was just
squad, boy. I had a squad, man.
Pat Ewing Jr., Jesse Satt, Vernon Macklin was on that team. Jeremiah Riverson was on that team. Yeah, we was loaded.
I used to use y'all on the game, yo. Y'all was even nice on the game, yeah. I swear.
We was loaded.
That might have been the last year they came out with that game.
It was, though. It was.
Yeah.
It might have been the last year. So, as far as college, since we moving right along.
What's up, Mama Baker? I see you.
Literally, I got everything, bro. So your freshman year, 9.2, almost 10 points. Sophomore year, 11.1, almost 12 points. Junior year, basically 14 points. Why was it? Because I love the system now. One thing I loved about Georgetown was the system. It was the system. Did you feel like that system was the best for your style of play, or was it like this was the best, maybe like the best chance you had to put yourself on that upper echelon?
I did not. It's funny, right? When I committed to Georgetown, I called Rudy. You know what I'm saying? Because Rudy was at UConn. I called Rudy. I'm like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Rudy was like, bro, that's a...
Yo, you going out, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I called Rudy, and he like, yo, that's a big man school. You know what I'm saying? He was like Pat Ewing Jr., Alonzo Mourning, you know, Dikembe. He was like, that's what they do. They premier their bigs. He was like, UConn is more of a school to premier their forwards. And I knew that, you know what I'm saying, going in, but they had picked the guy Stanley Robinson. They had already offered him. So I was trying to get out of that. I was trying to get out of that and go to UConn, truth be told. You know what I'm saying? But like, as far as the system goes, I knew that the Princeton was going to make you play a well-rounded game. And, you know, for me, I like that. You know, I like being able to show that I can pass the ball, defend, you know, read the defense, make plays on the fly. But as far as my numbers go, it hurt. You know what I'm saying? It hurt not to be able to have 18, 19, 20 on a consistent basis, because I was able to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a 1,000-point club there at Georgetown, but that was in the Princeton, and nobody really killed like that. You know, Jeff was averaging 15 when he got top picks, and him and Roy, like, it wasn't like the type of system where you could just get loose. Big East, as far as ACC, like, you could get loose in the ACC. You know what I mean? So, you know, I thought about that just, you know, so as far as just looking at my numbers selfishly, but in the grand scheme, like, the things that I learned from, you know, being at the school with John Thompson, you know, his excellence and, you know, the things he's done for black men in the community, and just understanding being around black men. That's why I made the decision. You know what I mean? I wanted to be around, same thing how I did with McDonald. I just wanted to see something different to make me, you know, see different parts of the world that I wasn't familiar with, different avenues. So, you know, to answer the question, the system, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. You know what I'm saying? I could still do what I needed to do. I wanted to be effective.
Hey, bro, this one I want to ask you about Georgetown, right? Because until this year, I really thought Georgetown was an HBCU, yo, no lie. Yo, what is the campus life like on Georgetown? Because all you really see is the team.
I thought it was an HBCU.
Bro,
Then they got Matt McClung. I was like, yo, damn, they not no HBCU.
Yeah,
like I said, you know what I'm saying? It's John Thompson the third, man. That was my coach, and then it's his father. So I'm thinking the university is a black school, just like what you saying too. Like just
right.
You know that Baltimore not really knowing enough, you know what I'm saying? Not having enough people like us now who've gone through it to be able to give our next generation a little bit more game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't know it, but the campus, man, it's a Jesuit school, so it's Jewish. You know what I'm saying? It's predominant, right? You know what I mean? It's small. It's a very quaint school. It's not big. It's like it's tucked in the DC. It's like it's like Howard's around the corner. Americans up the street, the GW, like it's like a melting pot of colleges right there. So you get that aspect, which is dope. But you know, the school is a small school, it's a small campus. It's not like Maryland. If you went to Maryland, like you getting a true college experience. You know what I'm saying? But we was the guys on campus. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew who he was. You know what I'm saying? Basketball was the Hoyas was basketball. Hoyas is synonymous with just being popping, AI,
right.
all that type of stuff. But nah, it wasn't like that. It was a small school.
And it's funny because, like the TV and just the historic surroundings, you know what I mean? You would think Georgetown is this huge college that take up blocks and blocks and blocks. And it's funny just hearing that.
That's why we played our games at the Verizon Center. You feel me? Because we couldn't handle the type of crowd that would come out for our games on our campus.
Crazy, bro. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, all our games would be at the NBA arena.
Yo, how was it playing in like the Big East, yo? You playing against Cuse, UConn, Pitt, you know what I'm saying? All them schools, Louisville, you know what I'm saying? Like that's when the Big East was that. Yeah. I mean, how was it playing against like, all them type players up playing pretty much
it was dope, bro. I mean, it was probably some of the best basketball as far as competition that I played in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like just the level of competition, like the margin of error. You couldn't make too many mistakes and get wins in that league. You know what I'm saying? And it was also physical. You know what I mean? Like guys are extremely strong. You know what I'm saying? I remember our battles against Villanova. They would just beat us up. You know what I'm saying? They would literally try. They wouldn't even try to play defense. They just checking your ribs. They just try and get you out the way. But playing in that league, man, it taught me a lot just as far as mental toughness. Because, you could get frustrated and lose your cool and want to react in a different type of way that's, non-basketball related. But it just make you lock in and understand, like, you're stronger as a team than you are as an individual. You know what I'm saying? So it was really important to play in those type of battles.
Right. It probably built your character, too.
Right.
Tremendously, bro. Yeah, like you said, it built your character. It make you have to deal with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be soft and playing that shit. You can't.
What was John Thompson Jr. like, yo? Was he a lot like Dad, or did he have his own style?
The son, JT3, or the father, the one who coached Pat Ewing and them, or my coach.
Your coach.
He was cool, man. He was like, he was like a friend, you know what I'm saying? He was like a father figure, you know what I mean? He black man, went to Princeton, he's highly educated. He still was from DC. He understood the game. He understood what we was trying to get to, what we had to go through to get there. And, was just trying to give us game as far as the corporate world goes and, just the places that we going to embark upon in life. You know what I mean? Not the things that we used to, just, challenging us. Used to practice the hell out of us. We practiced like 4 hours a day. 4.5 hours a day, like tired, you know what I'm saying? Lifting, like it was a regimen. Like from McDonald to Georgetown, the work just changed tremendously. You know what I mean? It went crazy. It went crazy.
Right. I mean, through your exploration, because you played for a couple different NBA teams, bro. You feel me? Through your time in the NBA, though. For those who don't know, you should have went higher. I do. I felt like you had put. To me, you was the first club of that. Like what you see in the NBA now, bro. You got to hit outside and get to the run.
But Alvin, I can't. It's cutting out. I couldn't hear your question.
Say that again.
Yeah, it's cutting out, bro.
Yeah, it's cutting out.
You hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh yeah, I said you was to me. You were the first club of like what you see in the NBA right now. Those stretch fours, stretch like the threes that can
Right.
like, bro, if you'd have came out now, like you're a top 5 pick, not even up for debate.
You know, it's funny, man. I had a scout for the Atlanta Hawks tell me that. He was like, man, we was sitting down. We was at one of these summer leagues. He was like, D, man, he was like, you was born like a few years too early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
And I found this was right when Draymond Green was like getting his chance with the Warriors and all that. And it's like, and everybody was trying to say how good he was, but it's it's opportunity. You know, for me, I don't take it. I would be less than solid if I was to sit here and be like to say anything about somebody who's capitalized on the opportunity as far as timing goes. That's just not how I am. You know, life is a marathon. So for me, my character and the way that I carry myself is going to last me longer in life than, you know, just the opportunities. I'm still in it. I still play. I still love the game. You know what I'm saying? I teach my son, you know, good man to my wife, like all the things that really matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm locked in on. So I don't beat myself up much about it. I'll be lying if I say I ain't, you know what I mean? I ain't used to think about shit like that, but you know, It's just timing, you know.
It's human, yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? It's life shit. It happens.
So
but, yeah,
what people don't know is I do my homework. Not only doing my homework, yo, what a lot of people don't realize is, like you said, bro, I always had that mentality. Like I didn't get the extra. You feel me? The extras. I had to work for that shit. So,
you took the stairs, bro. You took the motherfucking stairs. I know.
You feel me? So I always kept up with what everybody was doing, because I'm like, yo, if I can maybe, I might not go D1 because I fucked that up, but I could get to, you know what I mean, somewhere, get overseas, all that. Yo, so when I look at it, I say, a lot of dudes don't know what you did professionally. They have, forget what you're still doing, but what you did in the beginning stages of your career, just to get that back. Niggas don't know you working on the back end. Now, you know what I mean? Like how these rappers do, where they go into, you know what I mean? You getting that back end money now, you feel me? Because you got that NBA stamp. So, like, my question is, how was it playing in the D-League All-Star game, first and foremost? Like, actually getting selected to something like that? Because I know that was huge for your, like, confidence. But what, if you know any of the other guys that maybe are still in the NBA right now that played in that game, what was it like playing in that game? And what was it like when you got picked up by the Bobcats? Only because with everything that's going on right now, Michael Jordan owner. You feel me? So
I got a true story for y'all with that shit. Like, and this is a true story. Like, it's a true story. We to the Bobcats joint, just to start with that, right? We had a scrimmage. We got a scrimmage in the Bobcats. Now, this is when they had Gerald Henderson. You know what I'm saying? Gerald Henderson. Goddamn, I think it's Tyrus Thomas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Him. This when Kimber was still there. You know what I'm saying? I knew Kimber from the Big East, and I knew Gerald and all that. So long story short, right? Like I came in there locked in. You feel me? Like I'm killing in this pickup game, and they had just hired Mike Dunlap. He was like the St. John's coach. They had just hired him. So he's fucking with me. He like, yo, D's the guy. Like we like him. Jordan was like, he's too good to be in a position to need, like, to not have a guarantee already. That's what he said. He's like, he's too good to be. He's like, something must be wrong. Like something else must be going on for him to be in this position. To be in this position of being like a training camp deal type shit. Hey, baby. And I was like, I found that so interesting. But like all that to say, he recognized the talent. You know what I'm saying? And people recognize the talent. And for me, like, it's always about respect. So playing in these games, playing against, you know, these guys, like NBA guys, like I consider myself that, even though I'm still not in there. But just talent-wise, like Ben Gordon hit me the other day. Like he probably go to one of my latest pictures, and he just like, he commented on it. It's just like all my teammates and from the league have always shown me love and respect. Like, and that's just coming from the door. Tayshaun to Rick, you know what I'm saying, to BG, you know what I mean? Like, it's just always been love, and they just respected the way I work. Will Bonham, he's another person, man. Like, it's like my brother. I talk to Will Bonham all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's just
he's a dog too.
You know, I love that nigga. He's a motherfucking dog.
He's a dog, and it's like that's what they saw in me, and it's just like it's just that relatability that we got from where we from, that real recognized real. And it's like sometimes we take that too far, because I hurt myself. You know what I'm saying? Like being a little bit too serious when I was in the league and not being able to let myself enjoy the fact that I was actually in the league. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was a special time.
What you mean by that? Like you taking the two, like you ain't really enjoy the league. Like what you mean? But you hear most people say the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like what you mean by that?
I was not in a space where like, you know, all right, when I got drafted, the same day I got drafted, my son was born. Exact same day.
I'm ready.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, our family was going through personal things. We was like, all the things that I worked for to get to that point, they wasn't as important at that moment. It was like, all right, you got here. I worked so hard in my life to get to this point, and then I never said to myself what I was going to do once I was there. And it was like I kind of like lost a little bit of focus. And it was also just life happening, like my family stuff, my child, and life moving. But it was like I didn't really relish the moment of being like, yo, this is the pinnacle of basketball. You feel me? Like, this is the pinnacle. Cut your ass right now. Like, you're going to separate yourself forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will be a staple. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I wasn't thinking like that. And that's why I say I didn't let myself enjoy it. Not that it's the league. There was nothing to not enjoy. Pride, money, you know what I'm saying? The lifestyle. Second to none. And I done played in so many leagues now over the years. It's nothing like the NBA. When people say that, don't believe that. It's a lie. It's nothing. And that's like even at the level. Like, there are Euroleague clubs that are the shit. You know what I'm saying? But like the league, you're home. It's home.
Yeah.
You feel me? Your peoples ain't gotta hop on those 10 to 12 hour flight, 8-9 hour flight to come and see you and show you love. So, you know, all those things, I wouldn't even let myself enjoy that. You know, I was just, you know, you get in the funk sometimes, and that's the game, you know what I mean?
The honesty, bro, I love it. We needed this.
Yeah, sir.
This my first one to ever doing these, you know. I've been
already
saying
know.
And all that. That's because I fuck with you. I'm like, you know what I mean? You hit me, you asked me, and like I said, I watched the game. I know you. CJ know you too, and I know how you go. I respect you. I don't respect other people.
I appreciate that, bro.
You already know.
Oh no. So, what's your first overseas job? What was that? Your first overseas experience? What was that?
I was in Siena, Italy. Siena, Italy. There was a EuroLeague team. This is when we had the NBA lockout in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
My contract was in Detroit. We had the NBA lockout. So, and it's just even another thing with timing, bro. Like, if we didn't have the NBA lockout, I'd have signed another deal. You know what I'm saying? At home. But since we didn't, I went overseas because I didn't know how long the lockout was going to be. And from a marketing standpoint, guys, teams was thinking like, oh, well, I was quitting on the league, or I didn't think that I was good enough. I wasn't trying to stay in and fight. So like that, I had to unwrite that narrative. But being over there was a culture shock. It was one of the hardest things I've been through. It was a small town. You don't speak English. You know, they play basketball different. You know, everything was hard.
Totally different. So, bro,
yeah, everything was hard.
While playing,
you know how that goes.
Yeah, that shit is totally different, bro. Like, I be trying to get people to understand. You go from playing one way, you get over there, and it's either you're doing everything right or you're doing everything wrong. There's no in between. There's no in between overseas.
The way they critique you over there is completely different.
Totally different. And I always say that that's partially because of the rap that Americans get. You feel me? Just period. Like, period. All over the world, people kind of envy us. So the moment you step over there, bro, that spotlight is really on you.
Yeah, bro, this is a question from the stream. They said, where you playing at now?
Now, I just finished my season in Japan just now. And right now, I'm not sure if I go back. If I want to stay in Asia or, you know, go back to Europe. I started last season in France, and then I switched to Japan. Because, you know, Asia got more bread right now for me in my particular situation than Europe. Because if I'm not on the top EuroLeague club, it's kind of like you in a mix.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, you want to, at this age, you know, I'm 32 now, and I'm trying to take it to like 35, 36. So I'm trying to obviously be wise economically, make as much bread as I can. Still play a high level of basketball that's competitive, and I'm not just, you know, disrespecting the game or anything like that. You know what I mean? So.
Right. And seeing like, I'm sorry. It's seeing like how LeBron is in his 30s and able to be still dominant. Does that give you like the fuel to your fire to like, yeah, I can lock in for a lot of years?
Absolutely. Positive shit. Watching this Last Dance documentary, Jordan, you know, you took it, you know, they're going for a long time. You know what I mean? It's just taking care of your body. Like, I just hopped off the bike. I did like 17 miles on the bike, 50-minute ride, 54-minute ride. And it's mental. It's just mental. You know, it's just how you got to break it up. You know, some days I run, some days I do my bike, you know, and this is just only right now because we can't get in the gyms because of COVID. But when it's gyms, I'm in the gym like 6:30. I'm beating the wave, and then because I'm a father, you know what I'm saying? So I got to spend time with my kids. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, I got married, kids, like I have a life, you know, outside of basketball. But yeah, for sure, watching guys who are in the game for this long, it's definitely motivating, and it just lets you know that you can do it if you take care of your body and if you want to. I mean, you have that desire.
Big Jules.
You ever with having a family? Because it's always something. Because I got a family, yo, so it's always something I've always wanted to like. I think dudes don't, and maybe it's just me because I got one. But my respect for people game who have to endure actually having a family, not a mom to go home to, not you going to chill with dad, like a family, bro.
Like your kids, your responsibility.
Like your kids, your responsibility, and you still got to do your shit and your craft. Bro, people don't understand. I played 4 years, and nigga, you still going. You know what I'm saying? Like, type thing. And I literally look at it and be like, yo, you don't understand the difference, like, in that elk. Like, it's totally different than me, bro. So I commend you for that. Because, like, if you come, and the fact that a lot of dudes just don't understand what it's like being overseas. I don't want to get you in trouble, but, like, yo, bro, it's a lot of things that get thrown your way. So, like,
no, you already know. Like, this honesty I'm giving y'all, man, like, I live like this. You know what I'm saying? I stay low-key. I don't do too much, you know. I don't share a whole bunch of my life and shit. But, like, you know, people know. And, like, the facts is, like, you know, I got to give a lot of praise to my wife. You know, I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. I've been my wife since I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, she has been a support system to me I can't even put no price on. So it's like a lot of dudes I know, they had to cut their careers early because, you know, their wife was like, man, I ain't going overseas no more. You feel me? Like, I can't do it. Like, it's too much of a challenge. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, it speaks to the fortitude of the fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the leader. But at the end of the day, like, you can't lead people where they don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? My wife has always been supportive. She's always been holding me down. She's always had my back. And it's always, my wife, she like, baby, you need to go to the D League and try this shit again because you're too nice. You need to be back home. And I'm like, I'm making money.
That's dope, like, bro.
What up,
that's how she talked to me. You feel me?
Shout out to wifey, yo.
Yeah, that shit.
Definitely. Big shouts to wifey.
Big shout out to wifey, yo.
That's major, man. Like, I can't put no price on that. Like, it's, you know, it's challenges. She up for every challenge. I'm not gonna sit here and make it seem like it's roses. Like, we don't go through no hardships, but it's like, she's locked in. She understands that we doing this for our future and that, like, this is something I love. I love this before. I love the game before I even met her. So it's just like, she always supportive of that. She give me love for that.
That's dope,
I appreciate it too.
That is dope.
That is definitely dope.
You did win this is my last question. You won a cup title and a UBL championship. How did that feel winning overseas, bro? Like,
man, it felt great, bro. And people don't give you your respect, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't know. They think it's just overseas. You think you just, you know what I mean? Like, you supposed to win. But, like, do you realize how many dudes, it's 50 states, you know what I'm saying? And there's other nations, there's other countries, and we're not the only guys playing. And it's like, people love basketball. They take it serious. This is a high level. So winning them games over there, man, we had to battle. It was tough fights. Shit, like, when we went in Ukraine, it was a civil war, bro. The country was going through a civil war, and we had to stay and lock in and keep playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have to.
Yeah, that's tough, yo.
You know what I'm saying? I chose to stay and lock in. You know what I'm saying? Sent wifey home with the kids, and that was hard for her. But she still didn't send me no friction. Like, oh, you tripping, not being home, and, like, you know, it's not about the money. But she knew it wasn't about the money for me. It was about, we had a great season that year. I just posted those highlights, my 12-13 season in Ukraine. Like, we won that year, and it was because we all were locked in. Like, those guys on that team are my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Still to this day, and that's special. You can't recreate shit like that. So, man, those championships are dope. I'm very proud and happy of them. You know what I'm saying? Every one of them.
When I seen that on the resume, I was like, damn, shit, bro, I wish I got to win one of them motherfuckers before I left over there. I'm like, damn, yo, one, I didn't even know this nigga won.
You know how, and then the other side of it too, like, niggas don't want to keep it a buck with it. It's like, bro, they not calling the whistle overseas is different, man.
No. Totally different.
I know
you ain't get no calls. You're too big, so I know, like, bro.
They ain't giving me no calls, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really get how you live. So it's like, to win, even with, like, all the odds stacked against you, was gratifying, bro. Make you really feel like, yeah, I put in that work.
Tough. All right, so boom, you played at the highest level on each level. You feel what I'm saying? Who was your toughest check?
Obviously, well, shit, y'all saying I posted my grandma, I guarded Kobe. And Kobe is obviously, he was tough to guard, but I was prepared to guard Kobe. So it was like, it wasn't like he was surprising me with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew I had to be on my best, my P's and Q's. But Joe Johnson was tough, bro. You know what I'm saying? Joe Johnson is big. Like, people don't really understand how big he is. And he is quick and powerful. With a handle, with a jumper. He just won't dunk on you. You know what I'm saying? But he got me out of there with like a little cross. I was like, it caught me off guard. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I gotta really sit down on Joe because he think he's slow. He lulled you to sleep. And boom. You know what I'm saying? He turned that gas on. So he's one of the tougher players that I played against. You know, obviously respect to the legends like, you know, Kobe, guarding LeBron. You know what I mean?
Who's the toughest overseas? I want to know who the toughest.
That's what I'm trying to think of. That's why I was really just shifting my gears, thinking about my overseas matchups. Man, my bro Earl Clark.
Earl Clark
is that. Earl Clark is that.
Like me, like that. My Ismail highlights. I just posted them. That's me and Earl battling the whole way. Both of us got the jumper. We got the handle. We can get to the rim. We can defend. We 6'8", 6'9". Like that was it.
Bro. Yeah, another one. Yeah, another one that people forget about. Yo, that's what I'm saying. It's like watching the documentary, right? Watching the Jordan joint. After watching that, I went back and I watched, and I'm advising anybody that love basketball. I mean, everybody don't like women's basketball, I guess, but I just love basketball. And I went and watched The Women of Troy, which is about like,
that's a good one.
Yo, all of it's Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl Miller, all of them.
Okay, I seen it. I ain't watch it. I'm gonna check it out now that you mentioned it. I saw it, but I ain't lock in on it.
You gotta watch classic, that joint, yo. And what I got from it, I was like, yo. To women, overseas is the fucking shit. You know what I mean? Like, it gets no better than like, they hate playing in the WNBA compared.
They bless them over there, bro. Like, what's my homegirl name? Shavonte Ellis. She went to Pittsburgh. She was playing in Turkey when I was there. She was getting like 6. They run a bag up. They run a nice little check. They pay them chicks, bro. If you a WNBA stamp, like Sugar Rogers, she another one. She went to Georgetown. She played for like the Vegas team. She get a nice little check and they get endorsements. So yeah, it's love. We see them over there and it's dope to see them. You know, it's like brotherhood. You know, brother, sister, and family, extended family.
But while I was watching, I'm like, all right. So like I said, like, that's the shit to women. You feel me? But I'm like, yo, it's crazy now that to me, I'm just keeping it a buck. To me, yo, if you really wanna like, but the main thing I got from it, basically, I'll say that the main thing I got from it is that once you go overseas, people forget about you. But now, like, because it's so popular to go overseas, it's a little bit different. You feel me? So the fact that you still playing and still, yo, you got the new school, you got the old school, you got the middle, you got everything going on at the same time. Of course, I know you, like you said, economics, you know what I mean? Economics matter to what your next move is, but where would you like to play? If you had a choice, like, I'd rather finish maybe here, or is it a choice that you would say, I'd rather finish here for the next couple of years? Is it more, you know what I mean?
Specific to overseas, like, this is ruling out home, like, just overseas. Because if I had a choice, I would stay home. You feel me?
Right.
Like,
yeah, specific to overseas.
Like, so specific to overseas, the ACB is great basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, Spanish league is great basketball. It's a high level competition. The culture is good. The way the people live is good. You know, Spanish, I think all of us being in America with, with the Spanish culture that we have here, we know enough Spanish, kind of like Spanglish, you know what I'm saying, to get through. Sure. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it's such a culture shock if you hear Japanese or Korean or Chinese or something like that. And the food, you know what I'm saying, all those type of things. Like, all that stuff matter, you know what I mean? All that stuff matter because here in Japan, my last season, it's like, bro, I was about to turn into a sushi roll. You know what I'm saying? All I'm doing is eating every day. But it's all love, you know what I'm saying? Because it gives you that experience. But if I had to choose, I'd definitely say somewhere, probably back like France or Spain. You know what I'm saying? France was dope. I said I started my season in France. I was in Paris. Paris is like, you don't get no better than Paris, bro. You know what I'm saying? Paris is lit. You know what I mean? In every type way imaginable. So, I would say those two places if I could pick. Spain and France. Just because of living in basketball, too. You feel me?
Yeah. So, the crazy thing, while I was in Spain, I wonder, because I don't know how long you played there. When was the last? Well, the last year I was in, that was 2017. And bro, they had the wars. Speaking of wars, they had that whole shit going on where the Spanish were trying to break away from the Catalonian.
Like Portuguese, like right on that little.
Bro, I had speaking bro, I ain't never seen no shit like that. You feel me? Like, yo, I was like, yo, what the fuck is this?
It changed everything, bro. It changed everything.
Yeah,
we be thinking we be having problems here in America, like yeah, we have problems. Let's not get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Like racism and all the isms of the world, like classism, from hoods, all this shit. But like for real, like being over there, like it's nothing like that, bro. When I was in Ukraine, I watched the city get burnt down. Like they literally burned down the city. Like just when we get out this shit, just Google Ukraine, like before and after pictures of Kiev. I was there while that shit was happening. It's like it was like a war zone, legit a war zone. You know what I'm saying? And playing in Turkey, like, bro, sometimes the fans couldn't be in the games because like fans would get to fighting. You know what I'm saying? They would riot, kill, and shit. Like the police is like they would stop the games. You know what I'm saying? So people over there is, they passionate. And that's what
right.
Yo, it probably give you a different perspective, like living in a whole nother. People just be like, oh, I'm just going overseas to hoop. They think you just gonna go over there, play some basketball, and then go back wherever you live. And it's like, nah, bro, you live in a whole
world like that.
World.
You gotta think about it. Cause think about it, right? Like, imagine like now in the league, the league opens its doors up when we got superstars like Antetokounmpo and Luka Doncic, pronouncing his name and things like that. But the game is global, it's international. But when we go over there, like it's like we're going into their world. Like we have to adjust to their culture. They make sure that they want you to know, like you're not about to come over here and just run off six figures on us and just do whatever you want to do and treat our players. You know what I'm saying? Like how you want to treat them. So it's humbling. You know what I'm saying? Because you done climbed the ladder and they know our basketball is stronger. You know what I'm saying? So we done climbed this ladder to get in a position where they want to pay us, but they still try to humble you, and it just take you as a person to check yourself and have a high level of character. But just I guess we talked in this platform here, like I done did that twice before I even got overseas. I did it with McDonald and Georgetown. So I deal with this now. You know what I mean? So I just take it on the everybody doing it. I don't take it personally.
Enough, yo.
It's definitely tough. Hey, so when we ask everybody that comes on the show, yo, who's your top five, yo?
Top five. Top five, dead or alive.
No, and no judgment. Your top five. So your favorite people may be different than than anybody else. We didn't have people wild cards in that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Obviously, and this is not in any specific order. It's just top five players.
Bet.
I'm going to say Jordan, obviously. If anybody make a list and don't have Jordan on there, I just can't respect it. LeBron. Kobe. I feel like Kobe's getting shafted right now with this Last Dance and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Kobe, you know what I'm saying? It's just like if Kobe didn't, it's, okay. Shaq is in there for me. Kobe, Shaq, LeBron, Jordan. And I love Magic, bro.
That's solid. That's definitely solid.
I love Magic now. And for me, like I tweeted this the other day, it's like, everybody want the GOAT conversation, but I'm just really grateful for all the legends because there's some dudes on that list who, like the Tim Duncans in the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Drexlers, these people out here who just put an AI, you know what I'm saying? Like it's guys who put on a game that, you can't. It's not enough spots to put everybody in, but those guys, you know what I'm saying? I respect the way they played the game and how prolific they were, and how much they won. You know what I'm saying? LeBron, he got the 8 times. His winning percentage ain't as high as niggas would like it to be, but he's a physical specimen, bro. I don't think we've seen nothing like him just as far as the longevity, the consistency. You know what I mean? The mind. Tank the off the court shit, like and then it's how you scale it all too. Like when we scaling it by just on the court or off the court too. But that's my list. You know what I'm saying? Just blanketly saying that's my list.
All right, so I'm gonna ask the second list that there's 2 lists that we asked for. One is the overall in Baltimore.
In the crib.
In the crib, B.
Yes, sir. You knew that was coming.
In the crib.
Yeah, that's it's only right. Let me see. Top 5 from the crib.
And you can always add yourself.
I ain't, Let me see. Melo is on there for me. I say Melo. Reggie Lewis. Definitely. Muggsy. I'm on all the way old school, like Skip. Let me see.
Damn, bro.
I gotta say Rudy though. For me, I gotta say Rudy.
That's what's up, man.
For me personally, Rudy is top 5 from the city for me because what Rudy did, like I told Rudy this like weeks ago, months ago. Like, bro, you inspired me in a way that he probably don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like Rudy was number 1 in the Jordan All-American in the Nike camp. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't on the radar. Like he kind of made himself hot. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, people knew how explosive he was, and this was coming up with the Melos, all the guys like that was getting hot at that time. LeBron's and all these guys like globally. So I feel like what he did it shouldn't go without being said. I know Rudy Handel used to be most known, unknown, so I always give him his respect. And like you said on this podcast, like give people their roses while they smell them. So I always let him know that. You know what I'm saying? I remember being in the locker room with Melo, and I told him the same thing. Like, y'all, they're legends to me. Like, y'all respect their game. You know what I'm saying? And they're still playing. So those guys, I don't know if I name 5. Shit. Yeah, me, nigga. Shit. Throw me in there.
Yeah. That's what we want.
I ain't gonna play myself, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I just think we got a lot of talent, man. We got a lot of talent from the crib, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? And like even our young guys, you know what I'm saying? Though, Justin Lewis, I worked out with him this summer. He coming up in the game, and it's dope to be around him. Like, man, I told him, like, man, I've been playing basketball professionally, like, damn near almost his lifetime. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hell yeah.
Shit. And I'm like, damn, I don't feel that old, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's humbling, it's good just to be around the game. Akil Carr, I seen him recently, like, shout out to Will, shout out to Malcolm, Tay, that's my brother, Malcolm, all those guys are my guys. I love us, I love us. I love all the shit we've been through to get where we at. And how we continue to keep pushing the needle, and we just inspiring our next generation. And we showing the world what Baltimore, is about. Like, all they see is the negative side of it. You big guys doing what we're doing, and just let you know, like, there's more to it than meets the eye. You know what I mean? So I think we all legends. Beating the hood.
Yo, but you put yourself in the top 5. That's the first, my nigga. That's the best. That's all I want. That's all I want. I just want you to drag one time.
Y'all made me do it. You made me do it.
Man, no, we love that. We love that.
Nigga, I said you got dragged one time for me. Yo, this nigga been mellow his whole life. Just one time drag for me, Jordy. And you did it. That's all I needed. And you did it, yo. And you did it, yo. I can't thank you enough, my guy. You have sure enough.
Already.
Hey, yo, but I mean this, bro. I appreciate your journey. Everybody that's on here, like, when I told them who I was like, yo, I'm gonna get Summers on here. And I said, yo, I gotta ask him first, but I just had a feeling. I said, yo, I don't ask niggas for nothing. He probably gonna say that. Yo,
I'm gonna rock with you. You already know.
Yeah, yo. But as soon as I told them, they was like, oh, bro, I can't wait to hear his story.
Yeah, facts.
Like, you know what I mean? And I really, I'll tell you the truth, bro. It was what made me even ask you. Everybody was talking, like people coming on here. We had all these different dudes, and I was like, yo, I'm forgetting somebody. No bullshit. And I sat down, and Lance was saying he had somebody that he wanted to bring on or whatnot from the lacrosse world, and I was like, yeah, hell yeah, let's get him on. Then I was like, yo, Summers. That's who the fuck I'm forgetting. I said, yo, that's who everybody forgetting. You see coming up with these top 5 and all that, but like, yo, from all I know is from 04 to 06, bro, it wasn't too many dudes that was better than you. Not in our city. You feel me? You can have their feelings or whatever, but bro, like, I mean, shit, the numbers don't lie. You know what I mean?
Numbers don't lie, man. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like?
And I even myself, I had to check myself because I'm like, yo, I used to try my best. Like, nigga, if I played against Lil Herbie, if I played against Malcolm, if I played against any of these dudes that was playing in the Capital League, I wanted you to understand the Capital League when we was coming up was it the Capital League you see today. Like,
shit, because people sleep on St. Joe too. Like, you know how you like. I seen you post a post, and because you was on your I seen about the county, like top players, like in city or county, and people, like I said, that's why I said it on here. Like, people don't even know. Like, I'm not from the county. I wasn't born in the county. Dude. Like, I spent my whole, like, that's not where I raised at. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But MIAA, like St. Joe ran through that shit.
Bro, they had they broke
Will
young ball record.
It's just, it's just a testament to our city, man, to our town. Like, people like the show. You know what I'm saying? For me, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm big on respect, man. I respect the game. I respect everybody. Love and work ethic for the game. But yeah, like numbers don't lie. And it's like, for me, it's not like I feel like I'm being forgotten or overshadowed or anything. I kind of made it that way. Like, I like to stay out the way.
Right.
Like, it's more important for me to be a good husband and a father, and you know what I'm saying, and to teach my little brother game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for nobody fame. I've never been that type of dude. Like, if that's what it was, like, I could have been did it. I could have been did that early. I was on when I was at a young age. None of that shit never did it for me. What's important for me is longevity and living a good life. You know what I'm saying? My family knowing that I got their back and they have in mind. Like the shit I just shared with my wife and her support. Those things are important. So, shout out to everybody who care about that shit. Like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, even to remember, like, to say that, like, you should be on. Like, that's the type of shit I care about. Respect won't last longer than a week. So,
it is.
Oh, that's why, man, you always saw eye to eye, my nigga. We had a different mention. Like, bro, you already know, bro. That shit was never. CJ know, everybody know that know me, bro. I never was worried about that. Like, even when I posted that joint, I posted that because I'm like, I really got tired of hearing dudes talk about errors. And I'm like, nigga, this is just the all-county team. Like, that means you just went to a county school. Like, this ain't even all the best people in the city, and just on that list, you got 10 pros. You feel me? Like, on that list alone, bro. Yeah. Just on that list, yo. I don't take nothing from no errors, no none of that. I appreciate everybody for, you know what I mean, what they did. But, like, bro, I'm going to definitely give my flowers to the ones that competed against me. And I saw, like, you talking about Georgetown, bro. I remember when we I remember going to Charlie Weber. First Baptist playing at Georgetown University. And word on my live right now, bro. Y'all, like I said, bro, it should be nobody. I don't care what nobody says. You were pissed if you had to play on court B while Cecil Kirk was playing on court A, because you knew there was no coaches coming over to court B. It was all about to be over at court A, yo. Like,
we had it, man. That shout out to JY, man. My bro JY,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Another one.
And my brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like, and all us got hard stories, man. That's the only thing people don't know that we
for sure. For sure.
You already know.
For sure. Yeah, especially if word just come and he said, especially if it was Cecil Kirk versus Mount Royal. It was a laugh. You know what?
That was the show. That's what everybody wanted to see right there. And shout out to Word. Word used to be dunking the shit out of everything. Boy, dang. Y'all remember all that shit. Word used to be everything.
Yeah, he is a freak of nature, yo. Yeah, that boy right there is athletic as a motherfucker.
And just that, like, shit like that, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's love, bro. Like, at the end of the day, we can be as competitive as we want to be, but we can't be competitive to the point where we're hurting ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Hurting our brand. You know what I'm saying?
Like, absolutely.
Bro, you feel me? Like that DC documentary, we need to lock in, cause for real.
That shit show.
We got legends. We got it all. We just trying to put it together. And that's what these things like this is about, man. It's like, I show all of us love. We've been through enough. We go through enough. Nigga. We all deserve love. Every level that we reach. That's how
I appreciate it, bro. We all do, yo. And I mean this, we gonna keep up with everything you doing, bro. Don't trust and believe going up ASAP, bro. But like, I'm gonna make sure that I get this out immediately.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you hitting me to ask me, man. For real, I really do.
Growing up, yo, I want everybody to understand what it is. I want people to know who don't know because of how you already carry yourself, who Dajuan Summers is. And I feel like the kids need to know that everybody ain't out here wearing red bottoms and doing the most. You feel me? Like,
don't get it twisted. You know, we still from I got
shit, yo, like,
I ain't got it for that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got it for the show. I got it to live better. That's been the goal.
Tell them again, bro. You know what I mean? You wouldn't, just because you don't know, don't mean that it ain't happening. That's basically what my point is.
Nah, I was raised like loudest in the room, weakest in the room. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got moved smart, you feel me? And that's no not like, cause our city love that. You know what I'm saying? I love it too. Like we feel good. We got to celebrate shit. But like, I just only can speak to me. Like, I like to be reserved. I don't like people going on my moves. I don't like people like breathe a whole another thing. I want you to respect my game. That's when you think of me, I want you to think about my game.
Yo, we appreciate all the other shit is like an added bonus. You blessed this one. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, killed it. Every minute was valuable, yo. Every minute, yo.
Every single minute, bro. Yo, please tell your wife and your family thank you for letting us borrow you for a nice hour or so. We appreciate it. Yo,
she was all excited.
None of here, bro. We just want to see our real heroes and dudes from our city. I'm one of them. You feel me? Anybody that plays, I just want to see them get their flowers, bro. I mean that. I want to see them get their flowers, bro. So anything we can do to help push your envelope forward, anything you're doing, whatever, bro. You always welcome to come back on here and
facts.
Appreciate that. That's love, bro. Appreciate that. I'm glad y'all doing it, man. Keep going. Keep sharing this and keep getting this up.
You can get something out of this golden chest.
I just got one request before we wrap everything up, right? I just need a drop, yo. You know, give me your name and just tell everybody to tune in and subscribe to HOH TV.
Okay, man. This is Dajuan Summers here, man. Checking in. Shout out to my guys, man. I need you guys to tune in to HG. Hold on, I'm about to fuck it up. Stop. Run it back.
You can run it back.
HG. What's what I'm shooting up?
Heart Over Hype TV.
Yep, Heart Over Hype TV.
All right, well, shit. I already knew that one. All right, bet. Run it back.
All right, we good.
All right. Dajuan Summers here, man. Shout out to my guys for the interview. It's been great. You know what I mean? Heart Over Hype TV, man. Tune in, check it out. Show love, you feel me? Baltimore Hoops, man. Just want to keep this thing going forward. So I appreciate you guys checking in. Shout out to my guys, man. Much love.
Already, man.
Stay safe.
Perfect.
I'm about to go ahead and play with these kids.
All right, man.
Ready, bro.
Yo.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man. All right, live stream done.
Man.
Recording done.